You need to learn independence. You have to be independent, it builds character. I'll fight anybody my trainer puts me in with because I'm confident I can beat any fighter in the world. If anybody can see I'm almost a master at evading punches coming at me. We all have struggles in life, but we have to continue to fight. Everybody thinks this is a tough man's sport. This is not a tough man's sport. This is a thinking man's sport. A tough man is gonna get hurt real bad in this sport. Most fighters are the most humble people in the world because they've gotten their ass kicked before. Fighting is not physical. Fighting is spiritual. It's the determination and the will in the guy. I'm scared every time I go into the ring, but it's how you handle it. What you have to do is plant your feet, bite down on your mouthpiece and say, let's go. Every win, regardless a good or bad one, gives you more confidence. I don't try to intimidate anybody before a fight. That's nonsense. I intimidate people by hitting them. There's nothing wrong with making mistakes. Just don't make the same ones. We don't want to duplicate them. Everyone says, I wish I was in your shoes. The hundreds of people that wish they were in my shoes don't know the tenth of it. If they were in my shoes, they would cry like a baby. It's good to be successful and have financial status, but if you're only gonna live for the money, you're only gonna reach a certain status, and I'm in there for greatness and peace of mind. Fear is your best friend or your worst enemy. It's like fire. If you can control it, it can cook for you. It can heat your house. If you can't control it, it will burn everything around you and destroy you. That's what people respect, the fact that I wasn't a chump that laid on his back and gave up. If you don't do it for passion and love, the emotional outcome will be disastrous. Fighting is a sport. If you're not humble, it's going to bring humbleness to you. Hard times fall upon everybody. Whatever it is, we're going to get out of it. That equals to being a fool, having fame and no fortune. A lot of guys out there have fame doing this and doing that, but they are broke. Greatness is not guarding yourself from the people. Greatness is being accepted by the people. You come home, and you party. But after that, you get a hangover. Everything about that is negative. Unfortunately, sometimes you can't have fun accomplishing your goals. Sometimes people don't have the determination, the will, the steadfastness, the tenacity. They give in under the slightest struggle. Fear is the greatest obstacle to learning. A man who was friendly with everyone was an enemy to himself. Anger is my biggest enemy in life. If I have to live at the top of the world, I also have to live at the bottom of the ocean. I don't know how to live in the middle of life. A good fighter needs to be diligent, committed and disciplined, doing what you hate to do but do it like you love it. I'm a dreamer. I have to dream and reach for the stars. And if I miss a star, then I grab a handful of clouds. You stand your ground and you perform your art. That's what the artist does. The artist is about perfection. I can't change myself. I'm Mike Tyson. I'm a regular kid from the ghetto striving to do something positive with myself. I happen to fight well. In order to succeed greatly, you have to be prepared to fail greatly. If you can't do both of them, you've got a problem. As long as we persevere and endure, we can get anything we want. God lets everything happen for a reason. It's all a learning process, and you have to go from one level to another. I have the same malice in my heart as far as the fight game is concerned, but outside the ring, I won't say anything a dignified man won't say. One must never allow fear to develop and build up without having control over it, because if you don't, you won't be able to achieve your objective or save your life. Whatever you want, especially when you're striving to be the best in the world at something, there'll always be disappointments, and you can't be emotionally tied to them, because they'll break your spirit. My style was impetuous, my defenses were impregnable, and I was ferocious. The tempt for greatness is the biggest drug in the world. Some people try to get you out of slavery for you to be their slave. The ability to apply the discipline, the ability to do what needs to be done no matter how he feels inside, in my opinion, is the definition of a true professional. It's good to know how to read, but it's dangerous to know how to read and not how to interpret what you're reading. The only thing I do is just pray for inspiration, for a way of thinking, because I don't have any particular goal in sight. Everyone that you fight is not your enemy, and everyone who helps you is not your friend.